Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something powerful. You were the blessing they never saw coming, a divine gift wrapped in love and light, placed in their life to bring warmth where there was once only cold. You showed them a kindness they had never known. But what did they do? They wasted it. They overlooked the miracle standing right in front of them. They saw the brilliance of gold and dismissed it as brass. And now they carry the weight of their mistake for the rest of their lives. This isn't revenge. This is just the natural order of truth. You weren't just a partner. You were a sanctuary, a safe harbor in a sea of chaos. You poured your love, your kindness, your very soul into them, never asking for much, just hoping they'd see your worth. But they didn't. They took you for granted. They drained you dry, assuming your well of love would never run empty. And now they thirst in the desert of their own regret. Of course, they'll try to convince themselves otherwise. It wasn't my fault, they'll say. I didn't know what I had. But deep down, when the world is silent and they're left alone with their thoughts, they'll know. They'll know they had something rare, something sacred, and they let it slip through their fingers. Late at night, they'll stare at the ceiling, haunted by your absence. They'll search for what they lost in the empty eyes of strangers, in shallow words, in fleeting moments. But they won't find it, because you were one of a kind. You were the light in their darkness, the warmth in their winter, the love they never knew they needed until it was gone. Do you know what they truly lost? They lost the depth of your soul, the way you loved with no boundaries. They lost the way you saw them, the real them, and still cared. They lost the patience, the forgiveness, the endless second chances. And now they realize too late that it was never you who needed them. It was always they who needed you. God's gifts are not to be taken lightly. When He places someone like you in another's life, it's a blessing, not an obligation. But they treated you like an afterthought, a convenience, like you were disposable. And now they face the consequences, not because you sought revenge, but because the universe always balances the scales. Their punishment isn't fire or fury. It's the quiet agony of knowing they had paradise in their hands and threw it away. It's waking up every single day with the realization that they will never feel that kind of love again. They'll tell their friends, I didn't know, but you and I both know that's a lie. They knew. They just thought you'd always be there. But you are free now, free from their toxicity, free from their indifference. You're stepping into the life you were always meant to live. Because this isn't just a story of heartbreak. This is a story of justice. This is proof that the world doesn't end when someone fails to see your worth. It begins again, stronger, brighter, and centered on you. They'll carry your memory like a ghost, haunting them in moments they least expect. A laugh that sounds like yours, a song on the radio, a familiar scent in the air. Each one will pierce their heart with a sharp reminder of what they lost. And isn't it poetic? The very things they overlooked in you are now the things they crave the most. But regret doesn't knock on the door. It sneaks in. It lingers. It whispers in the quiet moments. And for them, it will be a constant companion. Because they didn't just lose a person, they lost an entire future, a life that could have been filled with love, joy, and purpose. And that loss, that's a wound time will never heal. But you, my friend, you are no longer bound by their mistakes. You've shed their toxicity like old skin, and stepped into a new version of yourself, stronger, wiser, and unbreakable. You've learned that love isn't about endless sacrifice without reciprocation. It's about mutual respect. It's about building each other up, not tearing each other down. So let them sit in their regret. Let them drown in the sea of their own choices. That's not your burden to bear anymore. You've carried enough of their weight, endured enough of their pain. Now it's your time to thrive, to shine, to embrace the life that was waiting for you all along, just beyond their shadow. They'll realize too late that you were their lifeline, the one person who truly saw them, who truly cared. But by the time that realization hits, you'll be long gone, thriving in a world that cherishes the gift of your presence. And that, my friends, is the ultimate justice. Because the love you gave, it wasn't just rare, it was sacred. It was the kind of love that heals, that transforms, and they squandered it. Now, they're left chasing shadows, haunted by the ghost of what could have been. And you're soaring, untethered, unstoppable, and unapologetically you.